Okay, I am recording. Don't say inappropriate crap. This is what the box looks like from for Probender. That's a Probender 32. That's what the box looks like. Got a big hole in it on the other side. I ain't gonna show you that. Right there, it's all ripped open. I'm gonna put this on its thing. There we go.
Watch for cars. Watch for cars.
She's looking. She knows how to drive. My daughter backing out going to get us some Raising Cane's. It says we're recording. This thing's stapled together. This box weighs 120 pounds. Delivery guy had to get a dolly out. He was like, that thing's deceivingly heavy. It's stapled to the inside box too. Look at that. What a rat. Tapered. Whoa, there's some heavy bits right here. Oh. Okay, see why it's heavy. Look at how thick that is. Look at that. Wow. That's half-inch steel. See why it's heavy? Molies. It's all laser cut. a stand so it rolls around on. And the box. This should be all the pins and. Ah, that's heavy. Nuts and bolts garbage. Probender.com. Box be gone. This thing. Box. There's the instructions. Steel. The big springs. Interesting. Nobody on the internet, on YouTube, has showed how to unbox one. That's the unboxing. Lots of parts, big pins. Yep, we're back filming. Alright, that looks pretty good. So, it says 3/4 inch by 6 inch or 7 inch hex bolts. Instructions. So, hey man. That's an 8-incher. That's 8 inches. This is about 7. That's about 7. So I'm going to think these right here. Looks like you probably washers. Pull that out. And
one washer.
It's upside down. So I'm going to lay it like that. Looks like this goes through. Confusing. Doesn't quite look like it. this hole. What's that guy doing? Slow drive by. Check that for me. Okay. That kind of looks like it. There's no written anything here. Just has a circle. Shows those two like that. Sort of. This doesn't quite match. But I'm going to guesstimate that's how it goes. Okay. As you can see, it shows these holes right above each other, but they're obviously not right above each other. They're kind of off-centered. And this has a notch right there, and this does not. I don't know why, but hopefully that's okay. We'll find out. And here looks like you put, yeah, just pop that one together, put 3/4 inch washers, 3/4 inch hex bolts. This part right here. So this is going to go like this. That. Big washer. Big washer. Oh, big nuts. I ain't tight enough now. I'll leave it all finger tight for right now. You never know what you're going to do. Like that. Did that. Then we got to find 3/4 inch, 7-inch bolts. Okay. 7 or 8 inch. That's got to be these two big daddies right here. Right there, those two. And do the same thing. Pull the sleeve off like that. Sleeve off like that. And then you have to put these on. And that's going to be heavy. Okay, that goes on the outside. Yeah, outside with the sleeve in the center. Wow, it's pretty fun to do. Huh. This goes like this, according to the picture, and the bolt goes through it 2 times. Bolt goes through this one. That's going to be fun. Huh. Set that back down. That's a little oh, this crazy looking thing. That is I don't know how to bring the back of the camera back up. I think that's pointed at it. And then we'll do the same thing up here. Like that. That's what the picture shows. Okay, I got that. And that one goes the same exact way. Just like that. That's got to be welded on. It's right. It sits somewhere in this area, but I got to weld the base to it. So we won't do that yet because I ain't put the base on it yet. Okay. Install casters and pre-drilled holes. We're not doing that. Oh, look at this. What the heck is that? They're showing in it. That's weird. Hoping I don't take it back apart. Doesn't look like it. So we're going to stand this thing on its end. These. Here, the holes would go straight down. Like that. I think that's what it shows. Yep. Yep, that's how you put the casters on. We're not going to do that because it won't stand up right. And you got to double nut those casters. Then all of a sudden it goes here and it shows you putting the fender arm together with the side off, and I hope not. I don't want to take that back off. That wouldn't make any sense. No, you don't. So you just put it together and then slap it in there. So, take these two.
Guess you got it.
It's running. Guy with a scooter went by, was broke down pushing it earlier, and it said he needed a battery. Okay, this has 3 holes in that end, so it's going to pivot off of that with these 3 holes, and I want to say they're going to go down like that. No. What's that big hole go to? Okay, that's good. So like that, the pictures aren't exact for some reason, so having to figure out exactly how that goes on there is not easy. And this doesn't have a kick out like that. It's the bending arm, it goes in there and it has a kick out like that, but these don't have that. So I'm assuming it goes together like that, but I don't know. I have to guess at that. You guys need to update your instructions, Probender. This doesn't help me much. I'm going to guesstimate that 3 bolts with these 3 bolts, and that this notch right here that's not even on that is going to catch on that next pin down when it comes down. So I'm going to guess 5/8 by 5-inch bolt. And it looks like that one goes in the top. Loose. Let's say it goes in that one. Yep, that's a 5/8. And then this hex bolt goes at the top. That doesn't have any washers. And then a spacer threaded rod goes in the center. That's this one. Like that. And it's lunchtime. Come back and finish this in a minute. Lunchtime. Alright, back recording. You didn't take him, that's hilarious. Supposed to come with a bunch of washers and it didn't. It says right there, washer, but it didn't come with any washers. So I'll put it together without any washers for now. How's that sound? Come with any washers for these? The instructions says it's supposed to have washers. Spacer, threaded rod, hex bolt, and then you go to this one, and it shows hex bolt, hex bolts, and 5/8 washers, but it didn't come with them. So, what's wrong? No washers for now. Okay. Oh, there's how you put the ram on it. I gotta go to Harbor Freight buy that. I didn't buy that yet. Oh, the ram's got hooked to this 5/8" bolt right here. And this way down here. Here you go.
What?
Gonna pick it up and sit it on these two.
Oh, maybe I was just watching.
No
I
watching.
was pulling a John. No, I'd be playing video games if I was pulling a John.
Don't badmouth John on YouTube. There we go. Well, you rolled it over. That ain't good.
Clean it.
There you go. Fix it back.
Tilt it this way. It's gonna slide. Slide to the right. Slide.
Too far. Shaking the whole damn tables.
Twist.
There we go. The holes on the bottom? Holes on the bottom. Okay. Now you gotta center that.
Rubber mallet. Mallet.
Get a mallet. Money, mo. Let's try this one.
2 tapes.
Well, let me move the camera. Shaking the heck out of it.
There's nothing to do.
5 1/8.
6.
5 1/8. 5 1/2. 5 1/2.
5 and 5.
5 1/8 past a half.
I got 5 and 9. 5 and 5/8.
Measure that. What do you think?
16th off.
Can't have that.
That should be 9/16. There should be 1 line over half.
2 lines over a half.
That's 5 and 5. That's pretty close.
Alright, let's do this side.
Better work. Weld it.
We'll weld it. Switch sides with you.
Now you know it's gotta be like 5 lines.
Yeah. Tap this way. Keep going. That's a half.
Should be right about there.
That's a line past a half. Almost 5/8.
That's it right there.
Measure both sides again for me.
That's 5 and 9/16. That's 5 and 9/16.
Alright. Time to get the welder out, I guess.
Double check them.
Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Bring it attaches to these, I think.
You need to put a square to make sure they're square. They should be.
This goes up and goes that way. I guess it don't matter. It don't really matter which way you put that.
It does. There's a hole in it down there.
Well, it's got to have the hole for the casters.
No. Hole in the side.
This?
Yes. What side does that hole go on? Is that on the correct side versus those angles up there?
That's weird. It shows a bolt in that picture. Right there. Well, what goes through there? This bolt goes through here to hold the ram. And this goes in. This goes like this. That's going to hold the ram. That must have something to do with one of the hydraulic parts or something. It doesn't show you putting bolts in that. It shows a bolt in it, but it doesn't show you putting the bolt through there. It doesn't show that. Sure don't. Shows a bolt through it, but where do these go? I've got extra parts. That's weird. I'll take this out because I'm not going to weld that now. Not yet, anyways. It looks like these are centered, and I'm going to tack weld those together, I guess. And this is all put together. These protrusions here hold the springs for spring back, and it go to these holes. And we're going to stop the video while I get the welder out. It's back recording. So. Shredded that one. Rubber gloves. You gotta wipe the metal off with lacquer thinner first before I weld, because you can't weld through that grease that's on it. It's all greasy, whatever you want to call it, crap that's on steel. Keep it from rusting. It might spray oil on it for all I know what it is. Sacrificial rag. center it, and then I'm going to tack it in. That's the bottom of the jack from Harbor Freight. Once I go up and buy one. Precision measurements here. Probably doesn't have to be exact, but close enough. This keeps moving.
Yeah.
Up on a magnet on it.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. You gotta do something to keep it.
Want a little magnet? Think that'll help?
2 and 5. Alright, the numbers 2 and 5.
You want one of these?
2 and 5. 2 and 5. Where can you put that?
I don't know.
It ain't gonna fit right there.
It ain't gonna fit, no. That ain't gonna fit.
Across the top,
No.
it's gotta be 2 and 5. Where's the small one?
That's the smallest one.
That is?
Yeah, this is the big one, see?
Oh, lay it right there. 2 and 5 inside. 2 and 5. 2 and 5. Alright, get a tack weld.
Let's take a look. That looks pretty straight. Looks really straight. I'm tacking it.
Tack weld it in. Careful. Tack weld it.
Always careful.
Well, that welder's got some power there, don't it?
That's it. That's it.
Check it for 2 and 5 before you weld it finish, because it might pull to one side. You got it pretty good there, huh?
Does it help? Not that way.
As long as it bolts in when you weld it, it won't pull to the side.
Shouldn't go anywhere. Looks damn good. I mean, if anything, it may be a little crooked, but if anything, a little, not much. I wonder if I should weld that in, you know? Should I weld that one in solid? I don't know. I don't know. I think that's it for now. Go from there. Weld them in a little bit. This is all put together like it showed. Tack welds there. Okay, it's videoing. Do you see the distance between this and this? See how thick that bolt is on this caster? This is just a regular old caster they give you. Regular old caster. Regular old caster. Then they give you this one with the lock. But this one, oops, Toyota starting up. Hunk of junk. So, it is not right. Look at the distance between here and here. I had to put a washer in there because that bolt that's on the caster here is not as thick this way as the other ones. So I had to put a washer. If not, it's just on the ground going like this. Tinky, 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 tinky. That sucks. It's not good. Who makes this caster? I don't know. It's this 3-inch stem caster. They're different manufacturers. That's the problem. Yellow one, white tag, yellow tag, yellow tag. So they got this one from a different manufacturer. I'm just assuming. It says Harbor Freight on them. This one doesn't say Harbor Freight. It's Harbor Freight too, but this distance between here and here is wrong, so I had to put a washer because it ain't sitting level on the floor. I welded these together But I didn't show that on the video. Didn't need to. So that's kind of a funky thing. They ought to work on that. Videoing. There it is. All I did was weld the base to it. I didn't show that because it's just some crappy welding I do on each side. That's my brother back there. Don't pay any attention to him. A few things we couldn't figure out is this crazy looking thing. This little sleeve comes with them with this circlip. So those circlips, there's no groove for it to go in. And we don't know what the heck. I mean, I'm going to order dies. I haven't ordered dies yet. And put the die in there and see what the heck. Because there's no groove for that to be in. It's just slid on the outside of it. There's nothing in the instructions, which are crappy, Probender. Thank you very much. They're crappy. Don't tell you half of nothing right. And so when I put the die in, I'll see where this sleeve is supposed to sit. Just don't know. And then putting the springs on. Oh, the springs are something else. Look at the end of that spring. That is supposed to go onto this big ass bolt right there. Oh yeah, that's gonna fit through there. How does that fit through there? They don't come with no tabs. And that's supposed to go on there? Right. Man, you'll make yourself a widow if you try and put that on there. And they're supposed to go on these bolts down here. That's a big old bolt too. It ain't gonna fit through that. So I have to come up with some idea to fix that. Don't like it. Well, here it is finished. I took it all back apart, painted it. I ordered some dies, as you can see. I got the square D dies. I think they're called square D. I could be wrong about that. I have to look that up. Took it apart, painted it. Got this Harbor Freight jack. They tell you in the Probender 32. That's crooked. Look at that. It's supposed to sit over there. Probender 32 paperwork. This is the jack you get. Harbor Freight. It's one of those air over hydraulics. One thing I did was, as you see where the springs attach, they gave you this spring with this little tiny hole. Let's go over this big old 3/4 inch bolt. Well, you could probably bend those. You probably could. I reckon you could, but I've bent a few springs and they always break. I mean, not always, but mostly. So they will all buy these little S hooks. And I went to Home Depot and I bought those. I don't remember how much they were. They weren't much. And I put one of those on each end of the spring and hooked that to it. And that seems better to me. It was just easier without bending the springs. Also, with all the parts I bought and the dies, this pin, it didn't come with this pin. This one right here. This is the U-shaped thing. You hook this over the tube as it comes through. I haven't been any tube with it yet, but I'll get to it. And I bought this pin. It's a 7/8 inch by 4.5, I think, or 4-inch pin from Amazon. And that'll hold that. It doesn't need this. I'll pull this out. That's just to keep it from losing it. You just slide this on to stick it through and you just bend. Still didn't figure these out. Don't know what the heck you're supposed to do with those. They don't really got a groove to go into. They kind of stick through in there. And you can see there's a gap here and a gap there. Why it's like that, I don't know. I don't know how that's supposed to. Maybe it'd be nice if it had a groove in there, but it doesn't. That's Probender. I don't know why they do that. The instructions didn't show. I just guessed and figured that's the best way I'll do it for now. And if that gets to moving around a lot or something, maybe I'll slide that in and tack weld it to this or something. If it gets to be a problem when I'm bending. But the guys I've seen bending with them on YouTube they bend really well, bend really, really thick flipping tubing. I welded these on to here. You saw me do that earlier in the video. But I'll have a backup video to this when I finally bend some tube. I got a few projects coming up where I'll probably bend some tubing, but who knows? It may be 6 months from now. I don't know. The jack isn't centered right here, but I can just push that over. I don't know why it's like that. There's some reason it's off set just a little bit. Oh, it's just slid over. I just need to push it over. Yeah, see, it just slides around in there. I didn't have it centered. It's gonna look funny to me. Probender 32. I'll put all the prices and stuff I paid for everything in the description below. Thanks for watching.